Good morning, evening, or afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. It's me, it's your boy Rare, and I'm back making a For Honor video today. I wanted to go over and gloss over, I guess, the Spartan hero concepts. Now, I'm talking about like an actual hero in For Honor. For those of you who don't know, this would be a character, just a straight up hero idea. Like, Ubisoft, please, I don't know how many people have been begging for this. Please just let us have it. We need it. We need it as a character. It needs to be playable. Gladiator and Centurion are like, you know, kind of Spartan-esque, like when we think of Spartans, you know. And I'll get into like what the Spartan character would be, what would be different about it, and how I would add it into the game. I mean, it's literally free money. Who doesn't like a Spartan? You know, we have a lot of shield and we have a lot of spear characters already. Like, even if you want to consider like Jiren's weapon some sort of like spear, there's like, he's like the newest hero currently with the recording of this video. But for me, like, when I think of Spartan character, you know, I'm thinking about Leonidas. I'm thinking about someone who's like shirtless, you know, who, you know, like he needs to have a whole bunch of skins. And I'm gonna, sorry for like the double screen here, but I'm gonna show you guys some concepts and some pictures of what I mean. Like, if you don't want to know what I mean like this, you know, I mean like a full on, you know, like, I think this is even from like Assassin's Creed, you know, just give me a full on like this body plate armor, just like, you know, Gladiator. I don't think anyone is gonna mind if they like, there's characters that are like this in the game, but I'll explain why I want it in the game and what it would be different about it. Obviously Spartans, or you know how they portray Spartans, I'm not sure if this is like, I'm not like a lore accurate sort of person, but how they portray Spartans is, you know, it's all of these, right? It's all of these sort of like, you know, this guy with a spear and a big ass circle shield. The shield is iconic. The shield is the most iconic, probably one of the most iconic shields ever, like with the little like up and down, like upside down like V symbol on it as well. It's you know, we have a Spartan character in League of Legends. He's called Pantheon. And he's like the aspect of war, whatever. And then, you know, and obviously you have Leonidas, right? There could be some crossover. They don't have to crossover at all, you know, whatever it is, right? Freaking, I didn't even know there's an arrow sticking on him here. But I want this, you know, I want this. This is what I want. And I explained the gameplay and stuff a little bit as well. So for example, I'm gonna go into like For Honor. We have a lot of characters that are, you know, hybrids and blah blah blah. He could be a knight. First of all, he can be in the knight faction. I don't mind. Like, if you want to stick him in the Outlanders or whatever the fuck they're called, like, you could stick them in here as well. But I think he'll fit in the knights. I don't really care which faction he goes into, but what I do care about is the aesthetics. That's like, I guess, like a secondary, because, you know, he'll definitely take some aesthetics from like these three. And I even have a little video I was looking up with people making their like griffin, like this video here. Shout out to Jacob Freeben. He made this TikTok video here, and like this is what I mean. Like he looks already like a Spartan. There's a helmet, and I know you're thinking, well, you know, why even have it in the game? You know, if you can make your griffin like griffin, like, because they look similar doesn't mean that they're gonna play similar, you know. So that's the first thing. The first concept is For Honor is not only about appearances, it's also about the feeling and how the hero play. I think that's even more important. So I wanted to get into who and how I think Spartan should play. So let's get into it. First of all, he might be a hybrid, but I think heavy might suit him better. He's gonna take a lot of concepts from Centurion, from Gladiator, and actually even from Varangian Guard, but a lot from Valkyrie. I think Valkyrie is the closest thing we have to shield and spear, if not the only shield and spear character. So you'll have to be like, you'll have to look at Valkyrie and kind of not do everything she does. So the biggest thing I would say is he needs some kind of all block sort of key inputs. You know, my my main, or who has been my main, and I don't currently play Blackfire that much, but Blackfire's been like my favorite character ever. I like the offensive defense, and I feel like Spartans portray that really. Like, if you look at 300, that's what Spartans are. They're like blocking and then stabbing you. And then I'm not saying it should always be like that, or it should be like the ultimate defense or the best character, but it should be like a defensive character. You know, you should be kind of kind of mix up it. But what I think would be great is, you know, you give him some sort of like, I block, I attack, you know, something like Varangian Guard. You block, you get stunned. Maybe it's a bit too overpowered, or you have like Valkyries like dash back, block and stuff. But let it be more like toggleable. Let it be like kind of more fast pace, or, you know, balancing it so it's not too overpowered. Like, I don't care about it being overpowered. I care more about it being like the feeling of Spartan, right? Give him the Centurion kick, give him like a version of it. Maybe make it more like Duran's kick over Centurion's kick, I guess. Maybe like make it like do some damage or get some properties. Because I remember when Centurion came out back in, what was it, season 3 or whatever it was, when Centurion and Shinobi came out, and they were like crazy. Like you see them and they were just super crazy as characters, the concept as well. But and then you're thinking like, well, what's the difference, you know, Spartan, you know? So what I would like is, this is the difference between Spartan and like these other characters. I want him to be like a very versatile all-rounder kind of character, where he's switching between, so he's going to get a spear just like Valk, you know. He's gonna hit you with all the spear moves, you know, all the ones like maybe the one like where he can like jab you over the shoulder, like her execution, something like that. Maybe like that's like a hidden stance kind of move. But the biggest thing I want is for him to have a weapon swap. And then when I say weapon swap, I mean like he'll use the spear sometimes, and then with some certain scenarios, he would be able to switch it. And you're thinking like, well, it's not going to be too complex. He's a shield and blah blah blah. When I say switch, and there is a character that already does this, I didn't even think about it before until I was talking to my friend about the Spartan concept, right? Let's say, right? And it's Medjay. Medjay, super cool character. I loved him when he came out. I usually love most of the heroes when they come out. Like Ubisoft, you guys have like this big ass character you can make who would be so cool with all the kicks, and you kind of put him into like all the other characters, but I think you can like amalgamate him back into one. And Medjay is this is my own, like, I don't know if there's maybe other videos on the Spartan hero, but this is something that I feel like is like sitting, like you're making big bank, like Ubisoft's or at least the For Honor dev team, because I love the For Honor dev team. Like you guys are really passionate. And I feel like Ubisoft is holding you guys back severely, as a publisher or whatever. But going back to the Spartan kit, I feel like he should be able to switch between like he'll still have his shield, but he'll be able to put the spear on his back and then pull out a gladius with like a certain like key inputs, you know. I think also technically Highlander has another stance, but I would say it should be more like Medjay, where you're not holding it down, you're kind of like, and the difference would be like you're looking for more like sword and shield kind of gameplay. Because what do we have? We have like we have a few characters of sword and shields, right? We have Warlord and we have BP. Is that it? I think that's it pretty much. But we have like no like I mean, I guess it would kind of play something like BP. But the biggest thing I would like is when you switch to sword and shield stance, there's going to be a lot more like emphasis on like maybe like getting up close and thrust like punishes, like or maybe like the spear can be the thrust punishes. But I was thinking like he would have like a Spartan kick and then like a downward stab, something like what's it called, Talon Claw or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm talking about, the fucking increDIBILIES jump up and stab you in the face sort of thing. But his one will be more like a downward, like he'll have his shield in his hand like this and he'll be like downward thrusting you into your corpse while you're on the floor. Give it like some kind of like punish for like the punish would be different depending on your spear and your sword. Like the sword would be like better damage, but it'd be like more risk play maybe, and the spear is more like I'm jabbing you, kind of like a little bit far range play, something like, you know, maybe like Nobushi, kind of like like low bleeds, but like very offensive, very swift. And give him like, he doesn't have to have a sweep, but you know, let him get some of the other stuff from the other heroes. Like he's like the literal amalgamation of like all the cool shit of a few of the other heroes, you know. And let the all guard thing be a thing. Let him be like, dude, my shield is huge. Like his shield is huge. A Spartan's shield is huge and heavy, and he should be like probably even more defensive than any other character in the game. But then like let him get like the defensive, and then like as soon as you mess up, he kind of like opens you up with the spear, you know. And then he's gonna get up on close and personal with the Gladius, you know. And the trailer could be sick. It could be like him fighting like all the like characters that he kind of is like especially like Centurion. Like him and Centurion are gonna have a lot of the same stuff, and people are gonna be like, dude, it's just Centurion. Like you just want Centurion. It's like, yeah, you know, yes, and you know, the Romans and the Spartans might not get along, you know. but yeah, I think overall, like, and there's so many executions that he can do. He can have the kick you down a well execution, you know. That's Sparta, you know, just like that's so iconic, and he should say. Like he should say some of this stuff in like Latin or whatever the closest language would be to, you know, to whatever the Spartans spoke, right? So it should be something like, you know, and he should say that like, this is Sparta, and just, you know, like that would be so hype. Like that would be like that would like and guys, chat, like everyone, people watching the stream, I understand, like, it's all about the money, but for game companies, they have to make a bottom dollar. This concept is like the biggest and easiest concept I can think of to make the money, right? Next to like maybe giving Highlander a freaking, oh, this is something I want as well, giving Highlander like a gut skin or like a Cloud Strife skin. That'd be crazy cool. You know, or just give him like a big edgy anime sword, like just insert any Buster sword ever, and then you'll have a really cool concept. But there's so many cool heroes in For Honor. Like over the years, I remember we just had these four, and these four, you know, and then the Wulin came out, you know, and then we had like all these other ones. Well, we had Shinobi and these ones come out before the Wulin, but then, you know, and then I remember Shaolin. Like I really wanted to main Shaolin, and I was I picked up Nusha of the first four. I actually picked up Nusha first. Shaolin is like such a crazy cool hybrid. Like he fits the stick staff theme so well. I wish they give him like a kind of like an all guard where he like spins his staff around, he like just blocks around him. That'd be kind of cool. Like if there was like an interaction, maybe for like a future character, maybe. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Like we're having all these like weapon types, but and I think that's the biggest thing about For Honor as well, is we have very similar weapon types, but they're all not exactly the same. You know, like, yeah, we have axes. Like how many characters have axes, you know? And then they added like a hammer character, and it's like super cool. Or like Hitokiri, which is like completely made up. It's like not even a real thing. It's just For Honor's own thing, and it's just like, yeah, we want a Japanese character with an axe. Like it could have been any other weapon, but it's an axe, and she's pretty liked. She's actually really liked. I remember when she came on, she's a real noob stomper. She really is like annoying to play against because of how aggressive she can play. You know, some of my favorite characters have like the all blocks. So I'm really like Aramusha, Black Prior. I really like those kind of characters. I'm getting into Jiren right now, and I just got Sohei as well because he had like the hero event thing, with Dead by Daylight, which is really cool, by the way. Really love it. I don't have the skin, unfortunately. I might grind it up and stuff, but and I love Kaktum. I feel like she's too hard for me to play. Like I really like her. Like visually, she's cool because obviously I like Aramusha because I like dual swords. But yeah, but my best performing characters are probably like Black Prior and Virtuoso, and I do think if we talk about like Gladiator, there is like some spear elements, but he's using like the Trident spear, which is, you know, has a little bit more versatility to it, you know. But yeah, just he's so cool with his Dove Carecemos, you know. Like there's so many. As much as I like all the other characters, I love hearing the Latin the most. So if he gets like Latin as his baseline of speech, like the Spartan, That'd be cool as hell. I'm sorry, but that's cool as hell. That's super cool. Like the most iconic like Lawbringer yells like ad mortem inimicus. Like I remember when the game came out, that really made me like, I just wanted to hear that. I don't care if I was receiving ad mortem, I don't care if I was a teammate, because I didn't play him that much. And I haven't played my Lawbringer, and I don't touch him because he just looks like how I made him the day one when I made him. And yeah, the ad mortem, just, oh my god, like death to my enemies. It's so cool. Like I love the Japanese voice lines. I really love Varangian, like just such cool voice lines, because I'm Swedish, so like I understand some, like she says words that are similar to me, so to what I would understand. But I feel like, yeah. But yeah, we need a Spartan character. If anyone wants to do any thumbnails for me, something like this, but like maybe like put it in like in a For Honor, like whatever, like you know, like make this, but put it in like a For Honor level, like something like this here, like just stick it with the For Honor UI over it or something. That'd be a great thumbnail. But pretty much, I think this is from Assassin's Creed Odyssey or something. But yeah, just give us a Spartan, make him like super ripped, and like his options should be, the higher ranks he goes, the less clothing he has. Like first he can have like trousers and stuff, but eventually he should just have like loincloth and shirtless, you know, like no one cares. Give him like hairy chest or glossy clean hairless chests, like as an option. Like there's so many cool things you can do, and the shield can be so cool. It could be like the normal Spartan shield as a default, and like with spikes on it and spikes on the edge, and you know, like a golden rim. Or there's so many easy cosmetics that For Honor can do. You have the obvious, like the Spartan, like, you know, the helmets. I don't know if this is like actually lore accurate, like real life Spartan accurate, but you know, and just his executions. Like if half of his executions are just him kicking you to death or something, that'd be fine for me, you know. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you like this kind of content, I don't really make a lot of For Honor content, not anymore. But if you like this kind of content, you know, obviously give it a like. Let me know how you would like the Spartan character to be, or even better, if you have other character concepts and you just want to leave in the comment section, maybe I can cover it. I'm really creative in terms of like thinking of stuff, and I'm sure there is probably like maybe there is like what you call it, like a class concept already, like in the game, or sorry, a class concept of someone making a Spartan character already. That might be better than my video, but I might go and check those out. But I don't want to get influenced by anyone else. And this is something I've been trying to make for a while. You know, this is something I've been like dying to make. Like I was like, I really need to talk about the Spartan hero, and it's been like, it's like I keep remembering to do it like a few years ago, and I keep forgetting, and then I just don't record it. And I just woke up today, I'm like, oh, what video do I need to make today? We need to do the For Honor Spartan video. So here we are. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. If you want to check me out, I'm live on twitch.tv /rareentry with 3s, just like here. If you want to follow me there, come by, say hello. You know, if you want to, I play with viewers all the time. That's like my favorite part about streaming, is playing with people. I am playing a variety of different games, like For Honor. I'm getting to Street Fighter and Tekken currently, and I also like long-standingly play mostly like WoW and Black Desert Online, and even League of Legends. So if you play any of those games, or just some For Honor, let me know. I'll be down. Alright, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Bye. I love you.